Hello everybody, my name is E-Train and welcome back to the E-Train Talks podcast. And in today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nielsen. The False Prince is a medieval novel based in the fictional land of Carthia, and the reader learns very early on in the story that the king, queen, and prince of Carthia had been poisoned and killed. Soon, the kingdom would go into a civil war, but not all hope is lost. One man, a king's regent, had devised a plan that he hoped would help save the kingdom. A plan that would involve 3 unsuspecting orphans. The regent's name was Connor, and his plan was simple: to make the most deserving orphan a prince. 5 years before, young Prince Jaron had set sail to a nearby land to receive an education. But tragically, pirates attacked his ship, and he and the other crew members died. Although Prince Jaron's body was never found, if Connor could somehow convince the king's court that Jaron never died, he planned to turn one of the lucky orphans into Prince Jaron. He was to make them look like Jaron, act like Jaron, talk like Jaron, everything the prince was known to do. The candidates were Tobias, Roden, and Sage. Tobias had a decent education, so he was more knowledgeable than the 2 other orphans. Roden was strong and muscular, so he would be able to handle a sword better than the other contestants. And finally, Sage had street smarts. He was tough, gritty, and very stubborn, a lot like Prince Jaron's personality. Who will Connor choose to become the Prince of Carthia? Read The False Prince to find out. Although I liked all the characters in the story, Sage was my favorite character. He was clever, and due to his wits, he knew to be suspicious of Connor from the start. The other boys didn't realize this at first, but Connor was planning to make one of the orphans the prince. But Sage, he had a hunch. He knew that something was going on. He knew that Connor was acting fishy. Another reason I liked this story was because the author managed to capture my attention from beginning to end. I couldn't put the novel down. Whilst reading the story, I was entertained throughout. There were plot twists, cliffhangers, and an exciting storyline. The author was very detailed when writing the descriptions of the characters. Even though there were no pictures, the reader is given a clear idea of what the characters looked like. I give The False Prince a rating of 5 out of 5 stars, and I highly recommend reading it. I'm looking forward to continuing this thrilling saga with the second book in the series, The Runaway King. And that's all, folks. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode of the E-Train Talks podcast. Be sure to tune in next time for more book reviews.